So I put this out on WearTesters.com as well as my Instagram account. Baltimore Sneaker Show and Soul Heat on Feet actually brought the info out or leaked it. And according to them, in February 2019, same time frame the original Kobe 1 Protro released, we're going to see the next Kobe Protro release, which is the Kobe 4. Right off the top, I was a little bit bummed at the information solely because I was expecting them just to kind of go in order, just like they did originally when they released the Kobe 1, and Kobe 2, Kobe 3, so on. Because I've never played in the first 3 models until they started Protroing, re-releasing these shoes. So personally, I was anticipating playing in the Kobe 2 and the Kobe 3 for the very first time. It looks like that's going to have to be put on hold because one of my favorites of all time, the Kobe 4, is next up. Now, the original Kobe 4 featured tech specs that are still pretty viable for today, although they have a couple of things that are part of the first generation of its iteration, which we should be seeing getting an upgrade. We just don't really know how. Now, what I mean by that is that the outsole is herringbone. This was one of the best outsoles that I've personally used besides the Kobe 9. Not only was the herringbone great indoors, but it was also great outdoors, which is something that modern sneakers today lack. Now, the cushion setup on the original was a Phylon midsole, heel zoom air unit, and first generation lunar foam in the forefoot. Not lunar lawn, it was actually called lunar foam. I personally liked the foam, but a lot of people did not because it what they call bottomed out pretty quickly, which means that all the air pockets within the foam kind of popped and everything with a lot of use. So the springiness or the bounciness that lunar foam actually provided underfoot would be lost within a couple of weeks. This is one area that I don't quite know what they're going to do with an upgrade. Are they going to change the forefoot foam to a new lunar setup, or are they going to change it to react? What they did with the Kobe Protro, which is something that they did not have to do, is they took that forefoot zoom met bag, which is literally like just underneath the ball of your foot, and the heel zoom unit, and they ended up replacing that with a full-length zoom air unit. If they do that on the Kobe 4, I'm just saying, man, it's like just throw the AD series away. There's no reason to even have that. If you got that Kobe 4 Protro with full-length zoom, game over. I'm not even interested in the new LeBrons at that point. I just want those. Now, the upper is another thing that I don't know what they're gonna do because a lot of people are kind of confused as far as what a Protro is. A Protro is a retro, but it's a performance retro. So the shoe looks like the original, but the internal portions of that shoe that make up its performance features are tweaked a little bit for the modern generation. So when we were talking about possibly Protroing the Air Jordan series, a lot of people were like, oh, I'd love to see Flyknit on an Air Jordan 3 for performance, and that just wouldn't happen because that would change or alter the entire look of the shoe altogether. And again, the entire concept of a Protro is that it doesn't look different than the original, but it plays and feels different. And with that being said, this side panel right here is plastic with threading throughout it, and that was the first generation Flywire. It did absolutely nothing. It was literally plastic. So containment and durability was on point, but as far as the Flywire actually like doing what the more dynamic style Flywire of today does, it just really wasn't that. Now, if you take that panel off and remove it and replace it with something, that would essentially alter the overall look of the shoe. So I'm very curious to see what they're going to do. Are they going to remove that panel and place like actual nice leather on there? Maybe stitch on the actual leather panel what the Flywire kind of looked like, and then insert more dynamic Flywire as the lace loops? I think that would be very interesting. The rest of the build was synthetic, so I would definitely love to see that stuff removed and replaced with premium materials. I think that would be awesome, although I don't think that that's going to happen. Mostly because the original Kobe 1 featured nice leather, and so does the Protro, so I don't see why they would drastically change the upper of the Kobe 4, although it would not change the looks, so it's definitely possible. The retail price is something that we currently do not know. I can't remember what the original Kobe 4 was. Do you remember? That was a long ass time ago.
No, so long.
Was it like 120, 130?
That sounds like
maybe 140? It was under 150, I'm pretty sure, right? So yeah, so I don't think that they were like outlandishly high priced or anything, and they sold really well back in that time frame. So what are your guys' thoughts on the price point? Are you willing to pay $175 for a Kobe 4 Protro if they have premium materials and full-length zoom? I know I am. Also, what do you guys think about the Kobe 4 being the next in line? Are you going to be missing the Kobe 2? Are you going to be missing the Kobe 3? Were you hoping that they were going in order? Or do you not care because the Kobe 4 is GOAT, so who gives a Also, what performance implementation or changes do you think are going to happen and take place in this model that are not going to alter the looks? Again, a Protro is a retro that looks the same as the original, but the internal portions that make up its performance features are slightly tweaked or altered for better overall performance. Sound off below, let us know. I'm super excited for this. February 2019 cannot come soon enough. I am freaking stoked. If you wanted to check out, which I don't recommend, but if you wanted to check it out, you can go back into the channel here and check out one of our first videos. It was like a compilation of the Jordan 16.5 Great shoe, by the way. The Kobe 4, and maybe I think it was some Protoges or something like that. It was like a big compilation performance review. I was new at this, so you know, take that for what it is. It was a really bad video and all that stuff. But if you wanted a flashback of where we've come from, that's where we started. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support. Let us know down below in the comment section your thoughts on everything from the price to what could be changed, as well as just the fact that the Kobe 4 is coming back. I can't believe it. It hasn't even been gone that long. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, guys, have a good one.